A lot of Fire Emblem level strategy, as well as level up system and etc. etc. A lot of Fire Emblem stuff. A lot of Fire Emblem stuff. I think it translates very well, and just overall more enjoyable. Not to say that Hyrule Warriors or Age of Calamity are, like, bad. They're both still really good, but I mean, like, Koei Tecmo is just improved, basically. Also, I find, like, the story and the characters, because they're from Three Houses, much more enthralling in this game than either Hyrule Warriors. Got a lot more going on. A lot more interesting as well.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
No longer a problem. Excuse me, die. Farewell. Usually find these a bit too button mash only. I mean, it is still a Warriors game. I wouldn't say button mash because, like, button mash in my experience in fight is like, that's a term for fighting games where all you do is just hit buttons randomly non-stop. And I mean, I guess you could do that in this game and probably be fun. But, like, there's more to it than, like, it's got... Oh, Cyril is here, dang. There's strategy in where you put your units, and then, like, there's combos. That each unit has different combos and different unique abilities as well. And then there's also... Hello, Wyvern Lord. Prepare to die. I wouldn't really call Warriors games button mash necessarily. Dead. More so than, like, other real-time action games, I guess, like JRPGs and whatnot, but it's not just press button and forget, IMO. Goodbye. Hey, Yuritsa, you having some trouble here, dude? Let me help you out. Easy side mission. End it, Geralt. That being said, Warriors game, like, the gameplay style of Warriors games is definitely not for everyone. If it's just not your cup of tea, then it's not your cup of tea. This is still very much a Warriors game at the end of the day. Even though I find it better than Hyrule Warriors and Age of Calamity. But I really enjoy it. First Hyrule Warriors was pretty easy to do with button mashing if you forget the button combos. Yeah. I mean, like... I do understand what you're saying, and I agree. I mean, you can definitely... The first Hyrule Warriors takes the least amount of, like, attention or skill out of it, Age of Calamity, and this game. But also, like, you know, you kind of said it yourself. If you forget the button combos. Yeah, if you forget something and don't try to remember or, like, look back at the tutorial to remember how to play, then, yeah, everything becomes a button mash game at that point, because that's all you're gonna do. Then it just becomes a matter of, does the game let you get away with that, or does it not? And the first Hyrule Warriors, and I think most Warriors games, will let you get away with button mashing, as opposed to some other games, like, you know, like Kingdom Hearts 3, unless you're playing on, like, a super easy difficulty. Like, I'm thinking of the Remind fight bosses is the first thing that came to mind, is why I said KH3. But, like, Tales of Arise as well, like, you know, other, like, JRPGs, is, unless you're playing on, like, a super easy difficulty, they're not gonna let you get away with button mashing. If you just try and button mash, you're probably gonna get beat by bosses. Yo, I think Swift Slice just hit level 3, by the way, Pog. Chain level 3 and boost mounted damage level 3. Extends the time before the hit count expires. Increases damage dealt to enemies while mounted. While I'm mounted. So boosted mounted damage level 3 is just, like, incredibly Pog, because it's just great. And then Chain is, like, fine. Actually, Chain is amazing for Ferdinand, because Ferdinand moves faster and, like, he at least moves faster, maybe also does more damage the longer he has a high chain of hits, and this is just increased damage. And I wanted to give I was thinking to myself, like, we have the Scythe of Sariel on the Death Knight, so this Lance of Zoltan is going to probably Ferdinand, maybe Geralt, but definitely Ferdinand, and this looks literally perfect for Ferdinand, so I could not have asked for a better Lance of Zoltan. That's great. Very Pog. But anyways, not Age of Calamity. Three Hopes rather. Three Hopes is great. Very fun. Heavy recommend. Would recommend giving it a try. Aliel, the Valley of Torment. Geralt wants to go on an expedition. He saw me going on expeditions with his daughter, and he was like, I gotta make sure your intentions are pure, dude. Level 95, all right. Scroll of Talos sounds pog. Okay. I'm really interested to see what units we fight here and what units die on the enemy side. Do you recommend Age of Calamity? Yeah, dude. Yeah, if you like warrior style gameplay, Age of Calamity is really, really good. It's a really good game. I like this one more, but even then, I still really enjoyed Age of Calamity. Would recommend it. Plus, it has Urbosa and Calamity Ganon, two of the funnest characters to play as, and Urbosa is a certified waifu. Like, how could you not? The enemy has already retreated from here. Some useful items have been left behind. All right, pretty good. More facility upgrades. A caravan of gloomy-looking merchants is gathered. Apparently, business isn't going well due to the war. I can't do business here anymore. I'll let this go to you for cheap. Item shop restocked. No. Return to camp, buy out the item shop, and then do it? If I even, like, do I even want to buy the, like, I don't care about, like, gifts and stuff. I don't even know.
I carry a little of everything here.
Hello. Oh my goodness, 20 intermediate seals. I need master seals, I'll take 10.
You've got an eye for quality, friend.
Give me like 10 more of these too, you never know. And I have 8 of those, I don't need more of those. Anything else I want to like buy out from you before this restock? Not really. Anything I'm like specifically low on, like ingredient-wise, doesn't seem so.
You've got an eye for quality, friend.
I should buy, I'm gonna buy these in case we ever run into a scenario where I need them, like with that guy who wanted the 5 coffee beans.
You've got an eye for quality, friend.
I don't really care about the restock, but I'm just gonna buy these super expensive ones. Mostly because I have money. And then I think I also have some bullions to sell. Where are the bullions? Do I not have any bullions? I thought for sure I would have some bullions. Maybe I sold bullions at the end of last stream and I just didn't remember.
Hope to see you again soon.
All right, thank you.
Welcome.
Crisis averted, and I've got a bunch of discounts for you. What? You're saying these are my usual prices? Well, that's because I've always given you a discount. Be sure to come back soon. All right, liar. Just lying to my face. The Black Pearl!
Is that the one?
Suck on that, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one? Is that the one? Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one? Nothing but the best for you. Is
Nothing
that
but the
one?
best for me.
Is that the one?
I don't know if it's gonna restock
bunch.
Anna. I heavily doubt, but whatever. Let's go do this expedition with my boy Geralt.
That makes sense.
Yes, that's why I quit the Knights.
Okay.
Hello, I took your daughter out on a date, so now I'm gonna take you out on a date. It only seems fair. Let's go fishing.
Right. Let's get going.
Go fishing.
I feel at ease around you.
I'm so glad I redid Chapter 10. It would have sucked to have missed out on hanging out with Geralt and Byleth. Eh?
Oh, there are some big fish in there. I can't wait to cast a line.
Hello, sir. I don't think I've ever been on a trip with you like this.
There's no finer pleasure than sharing a drink with your friends.
Yeah, anime friendship. It's either nod or be pleased. These are both the same thing. I think a firm nod between men
Right.
should have been be pleased. That's such a stupid thing to have like nod and be pleased. Those convey the same thing.
Verdiad underwent massive changes during the reign of the late king. Now, few traces of the past remain.
Real men take the dad on a date too. You gotta make sure that you and the dad can get along. Tell me more.
And that's that.
That's that, brother. Ask about how you feel about the potential idea of me dating your daughter. Where's that option?
These days, I sometimes see the kid cracking a smile. Never used to do that. Maybe it was my fault. Thanks.
I didn't want to agree. That just seemed rude.
Thanks for the invite. Felt good to blow off some steam.
All right, we got affinity up, though. We're getting there. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Only got one activity point left, huh? Hit your boy with another support real fast. Did we already do our A rank withdrawal? No, we probably just unlocked it, actually. I think we have our A rank with Shamir, don't we? I love Shamir. Let's do our A rank with Shamir.
That's hilarious. Who knew there could be a merc like that?
Yeah, eats eight with a completely straight face, too. I take my pay in apples. This guy would storm onto the battlefield lugging around a sack full of apples. Truly one of the strangest things I've ever seen.
I guess you could say he was hungry for battle. Wish I could have seen that myself.
He was probably the best smelling guy out there. I'll give him that. That reminds me. Remember when you asked about my past?
Presumably in our C rank conversation? That was who knows how many streams ago, Shamir.
Yeah, sorry if that was out of line. I shouldn't have pried.
No, it's okay. Actually, I thought I would tell you, if you're still interested.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. It's not much of a story anyway. Besides, it's already been 7 years. I used to belong to an organization that was less a group and more like one giant mercenary state. Not the kind of place you go for building bonds of trust and camaraderie. Still, there was one person there who I thought of as a partner. As you can probably guess, he was killed. And that was that.
What was that? I didn't double tap the button. Why did it go so fast there? He didn't have any dialogue anyway. Must have registered the input twice because that ... was so fast. That was weird.
Yeah, that's how these stories always end. I know it was a long time ago, but I'm really sorry. But why'd you want to tell me all of a sudden? I thought you hated talking about your past.
I felt a little guilty. You shared your story with me earlier, but I didn't tell you mine. At the time, I wasn't about to go telling some stranger all about my past. But now I think you're at least somewhat trustworthy. So I told you. That's all.
Seriously? Wow. I'm really happy to hear that, especially from you.
Why? Everyone here adores you. I'm sure you hear stuff like that all the time.
All the time? Come on, that's an exaggeration.
I don't know, dude. We got like 6 A ranks and like 3 more on the back burner. It's not much of an exaggeration.
I've always felt that you were a more distinguished mercenary than me. Earning recognition from a merc I respect is a real honor.
So if you see me as some sort of senior mercenary, I guess that makes me the mentor in this relationship.
I guess.
I see. All this time I've been treating you like an equal, but maybe I should have been taking you under my wing instead.
How would you feel if I took you up on that? Seems like fun.
Yeah, well, you know what else is fun? Any person I mentor has to pay for drinks. All of them.
I've been swindled! I've been bamboozled! And quite possibly I've been smeckledorfed.
No way. What kind of deal is that?
Just a joke, sorry. I have no intention of treating you any different.
I should have known. That's why I like you, Shamir.
I like Shamir. Good character. Definitely the best of like the not a member of a house characters. IML.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Which battlefield am I headed to? That's a good question, sir. Let's just knock out the only one that isn't quest restricted or a paralog. Extra large bullion and an activity point. I think I've only got 1 activity point right now, so that'll be pretty useful. In case we have any more expeditions pop up. It's foggy! Alright, there is a warlock somewhere that needs to be punched. Let's just run with Balthus again for this. Edelgard.
Soldiers of the Empire.
Actually, we have another axe unit now, so we don't have to just default to Edelgard every time. But Edelgard has a bigger advantage, so I'm going to use Edelgard. I also do still like playing as Edelgard more than...
For the future that's yet to come.
more than Lysithea. Who's got bonus experience right now? Manuela? No. Linhardt? I don't know, dude. Like, throwing a character to just get experience? Like, it doesn't matter? Throwing Shamir? Maybe we'll need some bows at some point? Who knows? Let's get it. I don't think I need to mess with any of you in the convoy right now. Piercing Gaze. Oh yeah, everyone 800 hits. Pog. You don't have anything new that I'd want. You're good. You need more abilities. Alright. Let's get going.
Still the king.
Poor Manuela, she's legit one of the best mage units due to her unique skill, but she's Manuela, so nobody gives her a chance. Yeah, there are, like, you know, you don't really have to worry about, like, if a unit... Do you have stuff with Byleth? I don't even remember. You don't really have to worry about what characters are, like, best. Like, it seems like all of the classes and all the characters just have their own levels of pretty dang good. So you can just use whoever you want, really. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I don't think Manuela is, like, awful, but I don't really like her that much.
No, we have to do something.
I'm not usually a fan of characters that are just heavy on, like, one of their big personality traits is they get drunk. Personally. Like, if a character is known for, like, oh yeah, this character, like, they drink alcohol. That's fine, but if one of their big, like, one of their big character traits is like, oh yeah, I get drunk, like, a lot. That's not, I don't really find that intriguing as a character.
Time to make a name for ourselves.
I don't think you're gonna be making a name for yourself. Hello? Where did all of these enemies come from? Get them, Shamir.
On my mark.
She has a good support with Geralt, but you could probably guess what she does. Yeah, tries to land a man.
It's over.
It's so weird, like, the way they portray Manuela as trying to get a guy is so, like, poorly done, I feel like, compared to how they have Dorothea do it. I'm just like, how did you write both of these characters at the same time? One of them is so interesting with, like, Dorothea's whole thing of, like, being, like, she was an orphan and she's worried that she'll end up, like, destitute again one day when her looks and voice start to wane with age and all, like, and so she's trying to find a respectable husband that can take care of her in the old age, like, super interesting. And then you have Manuela, who's just like, I got drunk because I don't have a guy. And I just, like, get drunk and cry about not having a guy and being like, wow, why don't I have a dude? It's just so lame, comparatively. Dead.
Here goes nothing.
Seteth is cool. I like Seteth. Seteth is probably up there as one of my favorite characters that is not part of a house. Not more than Shamir, but, like, he's up there.
Nothing I haven't seen before.
I knew I could count on you, Monica.
Die.
That wasn't terribly difficult.